Great. Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining this Monday session of Mindfulness UK lunchtime drop-in. And today I thought we would have a look at metta, a loving kindness practice, with so much going on in the world at the moment. Sometimes easy to be swept away with headlines, and nice just to touch base with our common humanity and some of our very basic instincts of kindness. But before we do that, maybe we could just start with a little landing practice together, just to sort of settle in after the usual busyness of a Monday morning and action lists and checklists and calls. So maybe just taking a moment to let our minds and bodies unwind a bit and use our breath and body just to release any tension and land fully in this moment. So I invite you to start by sitting comfortably, or if you prefer, you could stand or lie. Something that has a way that your back can be sort of reasonably straight but comfortable so that you stay alert. And maybe you could rest your hands in the top of your legs or on your lap, whatever is comfortable, and just gently close your eyes or lower your gaze as we just turn the attention a little bit inwards. And maybe let's start just with 3 long, slow, deep breaths in, and then just consciously relaxing as we exhale slowly. And then just allowing our breath to return to its normal, natural rhythm without any sense of control or trying to make it anything different. And just looking to bring our attention to that breath as it passes in and out of the body in that natural rhythm, and just to follow and be aware of it. Perhaps placing our attention just gently at the tip of our nose and noticing how the in-breath arises, travels down to our chest and lungs, which expand slightly, and then gently contract as the in-breath turns into the out-breath, and the breath passes out of our body. And that little momentary pregnant pause of stillness before the next in-breath naturally arises. And just following that cycle with our attention. And as we follow the cycle of the breath, perhaps investigating and noticing where we can most easily follow it and where it's a little bit more subtle. Perhaps that it's most evident at the tip of our nose and in the expansion of our chest and tummy, and perhaps a bit more subtle in the throat, just following the rhythm and the cycle and just noticing where it's obvious and where it's a bit more subtle. And the invitation is to use our breath as a kind of anchor to the present moment, to the here and now, to what's actually unfolding, breath by breath, heartbeat by heartbeat. Instead of planning for the future or reminiscing about events in the past, the invitation is simply to put our attention on what's actually unfolding right here, right now. And seeing if we can allow and accept and remain with whatever that is, whether our breathing is relaxed and slow or frantic and fast, deep or shallow, easy or painful. Just accepting that is what's unfolding right now and seeing if we can soften to it and be with it. And seeing if we can let go of any preconceptions or judgments about how things should be and just be with what's actually happening. However our breathing is, that's absolutely fine. That's what's happening right here, right now, as we follow it. And if we notice that we're being pulled away into thoughts or emotions, seeing if we can just notice that and accept that it's happened and choose to give a little inner smile and just to place our attention gently back on the breath. There's no harm that that's what's happened. There's no wrong if our mind creates thoughts. But noticing that we have this choice just to notice and to choose to place our attention for the next breath back on that next breath. And we do this as many times as is necessary. Because ultimately this waking up out of thoughts and emotions, this coming back to the here and now, to what's actually happening, this is the practice. And coming back again. Each in-breath arising and turning into an out breath and passing. Noticing if thoughts or feelings arise, and just seeing them and giving a smile, and choosing to place our attention back on the breath without any judgment, just with kindness. And as we move to wrap up this landing practice, just using these last few moments to spot if those words prompt any thoughts to arise. And if they do, just using those to help our practice, to see that that is the nature of the mind. There's a stimulus and it produces thoughts. And if we follow the thoughts, then it produces more thoughts. But we can also just observe that that's its nature and choose on this occasion just to place our attention back on the breath for a few more breaths. And then in your own time, you're just gently opening your eyes and having a stretch or a drink before we move into the next and the main session. And just before we do, I'd like to just read some of the sayings that I've jotted down in relation to loving kindness. One of my favorites is this from the Dalai Lama. My religion is very simple. My religion is kindness. And I really love that. Just the simplicity and directness of it. For all the pageantry and traditions and customs of Tibetan Buddhism, he chooses to highlight the simpleness of kindness as the core teaching. And similarly, when Jesus was asked what was the most important teaching, he replied that it was love. And there are very similar teachings in the Quran, the Torah, and all the other religious texts. I remember this one from Corinthians. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. And I think this helps to maybe highlight a fundamental part of mindfulness practice, which is often called kind of the second wing, or of the two wings of mindfulness practice. As the American teacher Tara Brach says, it's only with both these wings of awareness and insight, but also loving kindness, that we can fly with the practice. And so maybe now we could settle back into a comfortable position and do a loving kindness practice. So I invite you to just settle back to that comfortable position and gently close your eyes or lower your gaze. And we'll start by just bringing our attention back to the breath and touching back into being with the here and now as it unfolds. Just following that cycle of the breath from the tip of the nose as the breath arises to the expansion of the chest and the tummy, and then the gentle contraction as the in-breath becomes the out-breath and passes out of the body, and that momentary stillness before the next in-breath. Seeing if we can follow the entire cycle as the whole body breathes, noticing the in-breath arising at the very tip of the nose, and then the movement and the expansion of the chest and the tummy, sensing that the oxygen is being taken all through our entire body with each in-breath, and then noticing that gentle contraction with the out-breath as the whole body breathes. As we settle into this awareness of what's unfolding moment to moment, seeing if we can notice alongside the cycle of the breathing any sensations arising in the body. Maybe any sensations in the feet or our legs or knees where we're resting on the floor or the cushion or the chair under us. Seeing if we can be aware of both the cycle of the breath and also those sensations. Noticing if alongside the cycle of the breath and those sensations, there are any other sensations calling from anywhere else in the body. And if there are, just acknowledging those and noticing them all arising together. Maybe noticing any sounds arising alongside the cycle of the breath and the feelings and sensations in the body. Widening our awareness to notice all these things together. Perhaps a passing vehicle, a person calling, the weather, or the hum of household appliances. Noticing this unfolding alongside the cycle of the breath, and any sensations arising in the body. Just softening to and allowing life to unfold. And as we soften now to the unfolding of life, I'm going to invite you, with each cycle of the breath, an arising and a passing of a breath, to just internally repeat to yourselves these phrases. May I experience joy. May I be at peace. And maybe I be free. Just gently repeating those with each in-breath. And if any thoughts or judgments arise about any of these phrases, just noting that, but choosing to give an inner smile and just to return to the in-breath and the phrase. Doesn't matter that thoughts or judgments arise, but we choose that rather than engage with them, we come back to the next in-breath and repeat the phrase again. May I experience joy. May I be at peace. And may I be free. May I experience joy. May I be at peace. May I be free. And now I invite you to visualize in a space in front of yourself a being that you love very much. Maybe a partner or a family member, a friend, or even a pet. And internally make the same wish of loving kindness to them. May you experience joy. May you be at peace. May you be free. May you experience joy. May you be at peace. May you be free. May you experience joy. May you live in peace. May you be free. And now I'm going to invite you to widen that visualization to all the people you know in your life, all of your friends, your family, your work colleagues, people you've met along this journey. And internally make a similar wish of loving kindness to all of them. May you all experience joy. May you all live in peace. May you all be free. May you all experience joy. May you all live in peace. May you all be free. May you all experience joy. May you all live in peace. May you all be free. And if there's any movement of the mind away into thoughts or perhaps reminiscing about some of these people that you've just been sending loving kindness to in this group, just noticing that and allowing it and giving that little inner smile and saying, it's natural that the mind is moving off with thoughts. I'm going to choose to bring it back to the next in-breath and noticing the out-breath and the in-breath and the out-breath. And now extending that visualization from this wide group of people, all the people you've ever met, to all of the people that each of them has ever met. Such a small world nowadays with an amazing ability to travel and interact, that each of our groups probably immediately includes people from all over the world if we think of all the people that each of the people we've met have in turn met. So picturing this group reaching around the world and sending them all a similar wish of loving kindness. May you all experience joy. May you all live in peace. May you all be free. May you all experience joy. May you all live in peace. And may you all be free. May all of you, all around the world, experience joy. May you all live in peace. And may you all be free. And now an invitation to extend the visualization just one small step further from all the people we've ever met to all the people that each of them has ever met, to all of the people that each of those people has ever met. And that's probably all living beings around the world now. But if it's not, we'll include them all. And so just wishing all living beings everywhere, may you all experience joy. May you all live in peace. May you all be free. Sending these wishes of loving kindness and noticing if any thoughts arise, any rationalizing or judgment, and just smiling to see the way the mind works, but choosing to put the attention back on the next in-breath and the next set of wishes. May you all experience joy. May you all be free. May you all live in peace. May you all living beings, experience joy. May you all living beings, live in peace. And may you all living beings, be free. And remembering that we are just as much and just as important a part of all living beings as each other. So circling back to conclude where we started. May I experience joy as part of all living beings. May I live in peace, just like all other living beings. And may I be free, just as I wish freedom for all other living beings. And coming back to the in-breath and the out-breath. Any sensations in the body, any noises arising and passing, just like each breath arises and passes. And just like each thought arises and passes. And then just bringing our attention to our heart space. And just noticing what's happening there right now. In your own time, just gently opening your eyes or having a stretch, and we'll come back together. And I'll just stop the recording now.